Yo, what's up, guys? So, I decided to finally go to the walk in. I didn't want to go because I was literally just at the doctor's, but turns out that they had prescribe me some antibiotics for gum slash tooth infection, and it kind of sucks. I'm really kind of disappointed. Not necessarily worried, but I'm upset that I can't really do anything about the situation. They said potentially if I can't see a dentist and get things worked out, that the infection can keep coming back and it can potentially reach my heart or my brain. I don't know if that has anything to do with the sharp pain that comes and goes that I keep feeling in my head. Usually doesn't stay too long, so that's good. But it kind of sucks. So with the sliding scale, I can't afford it. I make just enough income where I don't qualify for the free, and I make just enough for the sliding scale. But based on the sliding scale, that would cost just for the exam and all that. The X-rays and a possible cleaning, because they just add that. That's just a part of the thing. That's like $250. That's like that's more than how much I get for food each month. So I don't there's no way for me to wing that on my own. I don't know of any churches currently that have the income or resources to help with that. They usually just there's only one church that helps with food and your electric bill and stuff like that, but as far as dental, nothing. I checked with my local health department, all the places near me that do the sliding scale or so-called free, and yeah, because I do receive income. I don't just get free dental cleaning or exam, and it's hard to get people to understand that, because there's some people that are rude about it. Some people just don't know. They just assume that if you're a lower income, everything is just free. That's not how it works. If you do receive income, but you're still pretty much just as poor, just enough surviving, yeah, you don't just get, it's not just free. I make just enough where I don't qualify for dental insurance. I don't, I have Medicare, not Medicaid no more, because I can't afford to spend down. And it would be cheaper to pay cash anyways than just to pay a couple months worth hoping that I get in on time of that. And you have to make that payment for the secondary insurance each month. I can't afford that. It's just not possible. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know any churches that help with that. I don't know. I've called all the dental places near me. I kind of feel at a loss. I don't even know if I can afford my antibiotics that the doctors have just sent. They're not ready yet. I don't know if they're going to be a couple dollars or over 10. Over 10 I can't do right now. I just spent this month about $60 in medicine because last month I couldn't get some of my medicine, so I had to get that and the stuff I needed that I could not afford to not get because I was severely low in iron, lightly low in D2 and all this other stuff, and I can't just buy whatever off the shelf. Some people like to say that too, but they don't understand. Some people need certain things that are made to absorb better in the body, and that's just how it is. I have autoimmune disease, and that could be a major factor what's going on with my teeth and my mouth. It can sometimes indirectly cause those issues or be a part of those issues. And with absorption issues in general, with vitamins, minerals, and all that all kind of contributes to everything else. I really, really don't know what to do. It kind of, if it was just me, I wouldn't bother me, but I gotta be here for my kid. I fight every day to be here for my kid, to do all I can just because I love my kid. And I can't afford to not see a doctor, a dental doctor. I most likely will have to get these two teeth pulled. And even if I was able to come up with the money by myself, I would still technically need to wait, because if I do need to get the teeth pulled, what happens is, because this is what I went through last time before I did lose my dental insurance. Thank God these two got pulled out beforehand. But the day you get your dental exam, if you do not pay to get your teeth pulled in that 6-month period, you have to pay all over again to get another exam. Yep, you heard that right. Because I was very, like, I told them I need detailed answers, because I can't just fork up money whenever. I was like, I have to pay with cash. And they like, sometimes with dentists or dental associates places, they like to give you this, like, or doctors in general like to give you this runaround. They like to say, oh, well, it should be fine, or this or that. And I was like, no, I need to know. If I come here later than 6 months, am I going to have to pay for this again and do the whole thing over again, or is it cool and I can just pay to get my teeth pulled when I want to? And they're like, oh, yeah, well, I'll have to check into that. I'll have to ask. I'm like, yeah, well, that's your job. Please do so. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a D, and that's not how I said it to them. I was actually pretty polite, just frustrated. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, after like 6 months, you would have to do it again. So it's like, I don't know what to do. And it just really, really makes me mad. I feel like dental and eye should be a part of health insurance. It should all be tied into one, because it's all your body. Every single part of your body is your body, and they're all play, like, people don't understand that. People that never had serious or any type of dental issues other than crooked teeth or maybe a cavity, a lot of people don't understand the depth of what, like, how important your mouth is, your teeth, your structure in your mouth. That can mess a lot of things up. And if you get an infection and you can't get it treated, yeah, if you're lucky enough and go to the ER, they can keep, giving you antibiotics. But one day, like, that's not going to work forever. And you got to hope that you get there before it gets in your bloodstream or too far into it, because it doesn't take long. And they can save you, but depending on the hospital, a lot of times I don't even know if it's a thing that they do now in a life or death manner. I don't even think they can pull your teeth. And the one I'm at, I'm pretty sure that they don't have the means to do that, because, well, they don't have the means to do a lot of things. Unfortunately, you have to go farther out to the next hospital, which blows my mind, because even though we're technically considered a smaller town, we're not really that small. It's a pretty good sized town, and we've been growing forever. It's not like we're out in the boondocks somewhere. Like, it's big enough. I wish that there was more resources, not just for patients, but for the hospital and what they are able to do for people. Because at the end of the day, it matters. It really does. And keep getting this sharp pain in my head. I tried to take a bite of a cherry tomato last night. A cherry tomato, soft as ever. Bit down on it. This whole part of my mouth went numb. Pain shot all right here. And last time this happened, it got so bad, I had to beg the dentist. That's when, right before my insurance got taken away, I'm like, you have to get these two teeth over here pulled, because I'm like, it hurts so bad. If you do not help me, I have to think about looking for street rugs. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, I don't want to go back to some lifestyle that can get me in trouble, because I can't afford, because you don't want to pull my teeth, because there was nothing necessarily wrong with the teeth themselves, but it was a contribute factor. When I removed them, it seals all that up. You don't have to worry about roots, anything getting in there, all that. But it's scary, and it's getting to that point again. If these teeth get that bad, I'm like, well, I'm screwed. I don't have options, and it can be a scary place to be in. So I don't know. Wish me luck. Hope for the best. Hopefully I can at least get these temporary antibiotics, but I don't know how far that's going to last.